into a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Lions, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get us going here. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Dropping back, it's Smith. Makes the grab, it's McClellan. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Here we go, first third down of the game. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. Makes the defender miss. He moved the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab near the sticks. It's Davison. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
When it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback and your eyes get lost, you forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for some space. It's Davison. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To the air, it's Smith. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, that is a dream start for the offense. To what an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Fire to the right side, complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat and to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? That's reeled in. It's McClellan. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
One play, they're already past the 40. First and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Inside the 45. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. Well, the big fella's Kurt flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show me he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows me he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Smith. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to find room. It's Smith. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No chance to catch him there.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. As the first down is still going. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Makes the grab. It's McClellan. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's second down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Smith. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Third down is a handoff. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Fighting off the defender. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's caught. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Ending off on the draw play. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the Ducks move into the red zone. Direct snap to the back. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw. It's Smith. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
This is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch, but Chris, this is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and picking up more yardage.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Well, the power run is stuffed, barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 15. Now here he goes. At the 30 now. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Running out of time in the pocket. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Looking to throw here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's McClellan. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the 1st down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. First play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Smith. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Breaks through the tackler. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. The field goal is good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now and start the 3rd quarter. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he's brought down, but it's a 1st down, spotted near the 41.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Hit as he released it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Pass caught. Second down now. Looking for a receiver. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Looking to throw yet again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Looking downfield, it's Smith. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert, come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Here comes the bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Ducks are on the move here. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver makes the catch. Stopped right there at the line with no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Smith. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. And the Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll test the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Quick pass. The catch is made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Powerful offense is back on the field. remember the last possession. It was a long march, but it stalled. They came up empty, and they find the end zone this time. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Back to throw. It's Smith. Pulls it in. It's Hill. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the third. As we take a break to flip ends in the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be four-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. Caught quickly. They make the stop. But first and 10 now from the 18.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
The Dutch churn out another first down. Here's a carry for the fullback.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Back to pass. It's Smith. Deep shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a third and long from the 20 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. needs a completion here on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he's brought down after a short gain does not make the first down yardage.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Looking to throw. It's Smith. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here comes 3rd and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Gets the first and still running. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Leaning on the run game here late. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. The Nittany Lions line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
2nd and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will look to convert here on 4th down. The crowd is roaring, trying to help this defense on 4th down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This offense is still clicking.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On the ground, it's Hill. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. It's a fumble. The defense has got it.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Got the first down and still motoring. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
Gain of 18. First and goal, Penn State.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation